Hi everyone, how are you doing? I hope you are perfect in your health and you're very happy to be a part of today's session. See, so am I. I am really grateful for all of you joining me and showering so much of love that you understand the sessions, and that's something which is the utmost priority to me. So, coming to the topic today, what do we have in store? We have five most important problems from trigonometry CBSE 10. So, in CBSE 10, you understand the importance of this chapter. This chapter is really important. This section of your paper is very important. It bears a lot of marks and we cannot ignore it. So let's know the five most important problems that one encounters in trigonometry. So trigonometry is related to, metron, which means the measure of trigonometry sides. So sides measure, it is related to that. And we are going to study about some identities, some ratios, etc. So let's come up with the five most important problems from trigonometry, CBSE 10, and you will know it from none other than me. My name is Riddhi, and I have mentored too many students, 6,000 plus students just like you, recorded 4,000 plus teaching videos like you, with 8 years of teaching experience, me being a gold medalist in graduation and post, and also have done my B.Ed in order to understand the psychology of students like you very well. So I know that now, despite me speaking this, you must be looking just at my picture. I look very good there and not very good now. But after teaching for too many years, you have the specs on and all of this already there. So anyways, yes, let's come up to the major thing, which is the kind of questions that can come, right? So see, we predicted on the basis of the previous year papers. So whatever has happened so far in the previous years, that becomes your benchmark in order to evaluate that what is the most expected question that can come, or which kind of questions are the most effect which kind of questions are the most repeated. So we will see it together. On the basis of my analysis, I've come up with these five topics: trigonometric identities, trigonometric ratios, height of the building or the tower of the lighthouse, width of the tower, distance between two aeroplanes or airplanes, and the speed of an airplane. So these are the five categories which are mostly asked, and examiners like to evaluate, like to test your knowledge on it. Okay, and this is repeatedly happening. So you cannot say that you witnessed it for the first time and now, my God, what will happen? No, you know these topics are important, these concepts are important. So you should plan accordingly only, right? So this is how. Let's move to the first topic, which is trigonometric identities. So see, there are two terms. One is equations, the other is identities, right? So you have to understand the trigonometric identities, what are those and how to use those. Through this question, we will see. So see, one way is for such kind of questions, when you have to prove something, one way is you take LHS separately, you take RHS separately, and then equate them together. The other way is you take LHS, solve it completely to become equal to RHS. The third way is you take RHS, solve it completely to become to LHS. So any three, whichever you find is convenient, should be adopted firstly. The second, in questions on trigonometry, for such proof questions, at times we feel some strategy, and later after some time, pata kya hota hai? Later after some time, you will understand that no, it is better I do LHS separately, RHS separately. And I used to find that easier. But it is on everybody's take. Let's see how to do it. So let's consider the LHS sine theta minus cos theta plus 1 upon sine theta plus cos theta minus 1. Got it? And here is 1 upon secant theta minus tan theta. So how to do it? So for such kind of a question, if you see, we can do one thing. We can divide the whole by, say, cos theta. Why I'm doing so, we will understand. So if the numerator is divided by cos theta, so sin theta upon cos theta will directly become tan theta. Minus cos theta upon cos theta will become 1. Plus 1 upon cos theta will become secant theta. So I am saying divide by cos theta. And in the denominator also, sin theta upon cos theta is what? What is it? Right? So we all agree that this is one way. But is this the most appropriate? So I will give you one tip. If you are a beginner to trigonometry, instead of using that way, always break the whole question into sine and cos. Got it? Always break the whole question into sine and cos. So instead of doing this, what we will do is, the question is already in sine and cos. Now how should I do it? Do I see a 1 here? And do I see that the numerator has completely become eliminated? So my idea should be on elimination only. So let me take this and rationalize the denominator. What will be the fun in doing that? I will tell you. Fun is less, work is more, but it is important. So let's do this. Let us take the LHS. So see, the denominator is all this. You multiply, and since it is rationalized, if the whole of this is your A, it is A minus B. So here it should be A plus B. So sine theta plus cos theta plus 1. And here also it should be sine theta plus cos theta plus 1. Now, sine theta minus cos theta plus 1, and here it is sine theta plus cos theta plus 1. So what it should be? So it is basically sine theta plus 1 again and again coming. So it is sine theta plus 1 whole square minus cos square theta, because sine theta plus 1 is coming. So sine theta plus 1 whole square minus cos square theta. And in the denominator, what should it be? Sine theta plus cos theta, sine theta plus cos theta, right? So again, sine theta plus cos theta whole square, right? Minus 1 whole square, that is 1. We are nothing but using what? A plus B, A minus B, which is A square minus B square. So till here we have achieved something, but have we achieved it fully? Until and unless we just open this bracket, no benefit. So sine square theta plus 1 plus 2 sine theta, A plus B whole square basically, right? Minus cos square theta upon sine theta, again sine square theta, cos square theta plus 2 sine theta cos theta minus 1. Till here, have we all understood? Yes? Yes? Shall we move ahead? Chalo, great. Now we already know sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Do we all not know this? We all know this. So let's use this knowledge. Wherever we have sine square theta plus cos square theta, we can substitute with 1. So it will become 1 minus cos square theta plus 1 minus, sorry, plus 1 plus 2 sine theta minus cos square theta. And in the denominator, what will you have? 1 plus 2 sine theta cos theta minus 1. Now, can you not cancel this 1 and 1? And 1 plus 1 will become your 2 minus 2 cos square theta plus 2 sine theta upon 2 sine theta cos theta. Can we not cancel all the 2's? Do you all agree to cancel all the 2's? Take 2 common and cancel? Yes. So 1 minus cos square theta plus sine theta upon sine theta cos theta. Now this sine theta cos theta is basically a product, right? So if it is a product, what we can do is we can keep it there also and keep it here also. So let's move to the next slide because this is becoming very confusing, but okay, we have some less space there. So let's solve it here only. 1 upon sine theta cos theta, right? So if that is there, it will again become very complicated. So let's make it 1 minus cos square theta using this is what? Sine square theta. So sine square theta plus sine theta upon sine theta cos theta. Can you not take sine theta common? You can. So you are left with sine theta plus 1 upon cos theta. Right? Sine theta plus 1 upon cos theta. How many of you understood till here? Very good. Now, here if you see, we will be using something. Why and how we will see. Okay, so sine theta upon cos theta is what? Sine theta upon cos theta is nothing but tan theta. And plus 1 upon cos theta is nothing but secant theta. So you have secant theta plus tan theta. But is it 1 upon secant theta minus tan theta as your RHS requirement? No. So what to do? So directly use this. So secant theta plus tan theta was there that we got till now. Let's rationalize it. So you have secant theta minus tan theta. And then in upon also you have secant theta minus tan theta. So what do you have? Secant square theta minus tan square theta, which is 1 in the numerator, and the denominator is secant theta minus tan theta. And this is your RHS, this is your answer. You can write later, hence proved. So while I used to do the questions on trigonometry in my paper, the question solution used to be so lengthy I used to wait till the moment I have to write hence proved, and the moment I used to write hence proved, it was a sense of an accomplishment, right? Okay, let's move ahead to trigonometric ratios. This is the topic number 2 on which the questions can be asked. Okay, so let's see what should be done. So here, what is the kind of a question? Please read it. Take 2 minutes and read it on your own and think how you can do it. This time I'm not going to tell. Seriously. Just 2 minutes for your own self to explore the kind of a question. Do it yourself. Try at least. Yes. What do you think is the answer? Anji, what do you think is the answer? If secant 4a is equal to cosec a minus 20, find a such that a is an acute angle, or 4a is an acute angle. 4a is an acute angle. Okay. And what is, by the way, 4a being an acute angle, this meaning? What is acute angle? An angle which is greater than 0 degree and less than 90 degree. Okay. So here, how to do it, let us see. I told you I will not tell you, but okay. So we will be using the trigonometric ratios as the topic suggests, and trigonometric ratios of the complementary angles. Complementary angles are those whose sum is equal to 90 degree. An acute angle is a kind of a suppose that the angle should be less than 90 degree and more than your 0 degree. Okay, so now let's see how this should be done. Okay, so we already know that cosecant 90 degree minus theta is equal to secant theta. This is a trigonometric ratio property that we should use, or no. So for example, if I say secant 4a is equal to cosecant a minus 20 degree, this is not what I am creating, this is the question already. Now, as per the property cosecant 90 minus theta is equal to secant theta, can I not write this as cosecant 90 degree minus 4a, which is equal to cosecant a minus 20 in the RHS remains like that only? Now, can you not compare LHS and RHS and get 90 minus 4a is equal to a minus 20 degree? And can this 90 plus 20 become 110 degree, and this a plus 4a become 5a? And this is 110. Now I know this you can do already. Quickly come up with the a value. Quickly. Yes. So the answer is a is equal to how many degree? 110 upon 5, which is equal to 22 degree. So was this the question? Did we need to find the value of a? Yes, 22 degree. Now you will feel, ma'am, the question was very easy. Why is then important this? What is the importance in this question as per the CBSE paper? So I will tell you. See, we are not only targeting 5-mark question, 6-mark question, 4-mark question, 3-mark question. We are also targeting 1-2-mark questions. So this kind of a question can come in your 1-mark or 2-mark. Got it? And if it comes in your exam, no matter of how many marks, does this not become important? Any question coming in the exam becomes important. So this also becomes important, and this is how we solved it. Let's move to the next question topic now. That is height of building or tower or lighthouse. So these kind of questions are on application of trigonometry or heights and distances. Okay, the very next chapter, which includes word problems like this. So how to do such kind of questions? These questions are based on the figures. You analyze the figure will be either given in the question or you will have to create on reading the question statement. Okay, so from a point on the ground, the angles on elevation, from the point on the ground, let that point be A. Angle of elevation of the bottom and the top, and the bottom of transmission tower. So this is a transmission tower, this is the point on the ground. Bottom, say the high, see this is a high building, so bottom, say the distance is 20 meter, right? And the angles are 45 degree and 60 degree respectively. You have to find the height of the transmission tower. First step is to draw a relevant figure which is already been drawn. So here this is drawn just to explain you, otherwise the question was without figure. So you will have to read how a point on the ground, okay, angle of elevation of the bottom and the top. So bottom and the top. So this is a tower, right? So this is the bottom of the tower. So let it be point C. This is the top of the tower. Let it be point D. 20 meter high building it is there, right? So is the building 20 meter or the transmission tower? No, the building is 20 meter. So this is the building upon which, over which the tower is there. So this is your tower, this is your building, right? Now 20 meter is your building. This is your B, this is your A, and the tower is here, and that is of your h meter height. Okay, so draw a relevant figure. Then is your angle calculations. Angle calculations already given to you. Elevation is there. You are seeing above 45 degree and 60 degree. So smaller angle 45 degree, bigger angle 60. You have to find the height of the tower. You have to find h basically. So first take the chota wala triangle. So in triangle ABC, right angled at B, tan 45 degrees what? Perpendicular upon base. So BC upon AB. Tan 45 degrees is otherwise 1. So it is 1 is equal to BC upon AB. So BC is equal to AB. What is BC? 20 meters. So your AB will also come out to be what? 20 meters. So this is your AB. That is the base. But is the base your answer? No. Because we have already seen in triangle ABC, as I already told you, from here calculation, we have got your AB is equal to 20 meters. We just calculated in the previous step. But this is not the actual answer. The actual answer will be found out when you take one more trigonometric ratio thing for another triangle, that's triangle ABD. So in bigger triangle ABD, where this is 90 degree anyways, so your BD upon AB is equal to tan 60. Now what is tan 60? Root 3. What is BD? H plus 20. BD is nothing but BC plus CD. What is AB? Just found out 20. So can you not just solve it further? So your 20 will become common. So it is root 3 minus 1 is your H. So that is the height of a transmission tower in meter. So in the paper, mostly root 3 value is given to you. If it is not given, what to do? If it is not given, simply use root 3 is equal to 1.732 approx and find out 0.732 is equal to H. How? Because 1.732 minus 1. And you multiply whatever answer you get in meters, that will be your answer. Got it? Calculation you can do. I know. How many of you understood? Please comment a yes. Very nice. Okay. Chalo, let's move ahead and see the width of the river. This is a 4th topic. So questions are also based on this, on the topic of a width of a river. Okay. So see, this is a kind of a question with the figure already made for you. Otherwise in the paper, you have to draw the relevant figure, which is the step 1. As observed from the top of a 75 meter high lighthouse. So this is a 75 meter high, and from the top it is observed that the angle of depression of 2 ships are there. So when you look down, it is depression. Even in your life, when you look down upon yourself, you become depressed, right? So one angle is 30 degree, the other is 45. Closer angle is bigger, 45, and the farther angle is smaller. If one ship is exactly behind the other, so B and C are 2 ships on the same side of the lighthouse. So it is that both are on, say, left side. One here, one this side, one right. Aisa nahi hai, that's not there. You have to find the distance between the 2 ships. So you have to find this question mark wala distance. So first step is draw a relevant figure, already drawn. Second step is see for the angles. So see, in case of depression kind of a questions, you see that these are parallel lines AP and BD. So if these are parallel lines and if your AB is a transversal, definitely, if AB is a transversal, this angle 30 degree and this angle also 30, alternate interior angles, alternate angles. Similarly, this also, if it is 45, if your AC is acting as a transversal, this is 45, so this is also 45. So this is also sorted, alternate angles. Now once we know it, let's use trigonometric ratios in various triangles. So let us try for the triangle, right angle triangle ACD, the smaller triangle first. So in triangle ACD, tan 45 is equal to perpendicular upon base. So 1 is equal to 75 upon base is this, right? Now, so that means your CD is equal to 75. This is your equation number 1. Okay, let's move ahead. Let's move ahead. Now, if your CD is equal to 75 that you have got, you can write it here. Now, in this triangle is your tan 30 degree wala triangle, the bigger triangle. So, AD upon BD. So, tan 30 is what? 1 upon root 3. That is equal to your AD. What is AD? 75 upon BD. BD is what? BC plus 75. Right? Because BD is whole of BC plus 75. Let's cross multiply. So your BC plus 75 is equal to your 75 root 3. Your BC is equal to, let's see here, 75 can be common, root 3 minus 1. Now this is what we wanted. BC. Is this not what we wanted? So this is in meter and this is your answer. Now in the paper, if it is already given root 3 value, very good, directly put it, solve it. If not, you can use root 3 is equal to 1.732 approx. Okay. Put it here and you can get the answer. Put it here and you can get the answer. Okay. Have you all understood till here? Yes or no? See, this is what was there. This is the step which I already taught you previously, but you can solve it here later. Okay. Next, last but not the least topic is what? Distance between two airplanes and speed of the airplane. Okay. So before we move ahead, if you have any doubts till now, you can write it in the comments. Yes, I believe if you have any doubts, you can write it in comments. I'm there. All understood? Yes. Is this all clear? Like clinic all clear, everything all clear, don't even understand anything, or you have understood everything? Understood. Very good. Very good. Chalo, let's move ahead. So this is a kind of a question which you can expect, okay, in your highest marks category. An aeroplane when flying at a height of 4,000 meters. So this is an aeroplane, right? It is flying at a height of 4,000 meters from the ground. It is passing another aeroplane. So this is another aeroplane, aeroplane C, which is below the above aeroplane, such that when the angles of the two planes from the same point on the ground are 60 and 45. So at that very moment, if somebody looks from here, the angle of elevations would be 60 and 45. So smaller angle will be formed with C, and here it will be 45 degree. Okay. Now, already given to you, root 3 is 1.73 in this question. Find the vertical distance. So you have to find this vertical distance, which is what? AC. Which is what? AC. Got it? Now, how to do it? Let the height of the first plane be AB, which is 4,000 meter, and the height of the second plane BC is equal to just X meter from the ground. Now, once this is done, once the figure is done, what we will do, we will solve further. And that solve further will later lead us to the summary of the session. So let's solve this. So let's take both the triangles. First, let's take smaller triangle, your BDC, such that right angle at B. So tan of 45 degree is equal to BC upon BD. Tan 45 is 1, so that is BC is equal to BD. Now what is BC? BC is equal to X, so X is equal to your BD. And BD was taken as Y. So this is equation number 1. Let's move to another triangle. In triangle ABD, AB upon BD is equal to tan 60 degree. AB is equal to what? AC plus CB, right? Upon BD, BD is Y is equal to tan 60 is root 3. So what is AC? AC I don't know till now. But do I know BC? Do I know BC? Do I know BC? Yes, that is X. Upon Y, right, is equal to root 3. So if you want to do it like this, you can do it like this, but you will get confused. So one way is that instead of breaking this AB as AC plus X, directly write the value of AB, which is 4,000. So now your Y will become what? 4,000 upon root 3. So do we need to find out Y in the question or something else? We need to find out something else, that is X, the vertical distance, right? So this Y can be put here. So that is X is also equal to what is Y in the equation number 1 we understood. So this is your answer. But since it was given the value, you have been given the value, right? About what? You have been given the value of root 3 as 1.73. So the answer, you cannot leave it like this in meters. This becomes your homework. You have to do this calculation and then come up with the answer as to the vertical distance. I hope you understood. How many of you understood today's session fully and this question also fully? Very good. In the comments, thank you for the appreciation. Now, just read the summary yourself. And if you feel that any of these topics, the question, whatever was based, you could not understand, please let me know in the comments. Now, Yes, so the question was firstly based on trigonometric identities. All three trigonometric identities basically are important. So which three are those trigonometric identities? One is sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Other is secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. And last but not the least is cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. These three are important. Some of you might also read it as secant square theta is equal to 1 plus tan square theta, cosecant square theta is equal to 1 plus cot square theta, sine square theta is equal to 1 minus cos square theta. That's just arithmetic operations. That's nothing a problem. Next is your trigonometric ratios. So trigonometric ratios are 6 in number: sine, cos, tan, cosec, secant, cotangent. Right? It is in short form spoken as sine, cos, tan, cosec, sec, cot. And you should also know that tan and cot are reciprocal ratios, secant and cos are reciprocal ratios, and cosecant and sine are reciprocal ratios. So that's also something which you can get for 1 mark, right? For example, sine theta is 2. What is cosecant theta? Cosecant theta is say 1 by 2. Something like that. Okay? Got it? Although sine theta will not be 2 ever. Now, height of the building or the tower or the lighthouse. This is the third topic that we covered. So we have to make sure that these all three below topics 1, 2 and 3 which we took up. Here the question statement has to be taken into consideration very carefully, I'm telling you. And you have to draw the figure yourself in order to get the actual answer. Do not forget to write the units towards the end, meter, centimeter in the answer. If at all value of root 3 is given, very good. If at all not given, then also not a problem. You take 1.73 to approx. Solve it towards the very end and then write hence the width of the river is this, hence the height of the lighthouse is this. Do not forget the last statement. I hope you understood this. Yes or no? Just put it down in the comments. If yes, you can write a thumbs up. Very good. Perfect. So, see. Yes. So I thank you all for being a part of today's session. This session was so beautiful, I believe, isn't it? We all understood important topics of trigonometry and we also made sure that we keep on interacting. And the way people say कि मैम trigonometry से बहुत डर लगता है, I don't know why trigonometry is like a phobia to us. I'm telling you, trigonometry is not a phobia. Trigonometry is beautiful if you keep practicing it. If you don't practice it, it's a phobia. Will you practice? Do you give me the promise that you will practice? I thank you all for being a part of this today's session. See, you made me smile and that's how the smiley is also here. And this is a small distorted heart from my side. I love you all. Thank you for being in the session. God bless you.